welcome to the New Movie Thing Show. I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
On this show, we go to the theater and watch brand new movies that just came out.
And we saw Captain America the Winter Soldier. I thought this movie was fantastic. I absolutely felt for Cap. The action sequences were awesome. If you get a chance to go to the movies this weekend, you would be very sad if you missed it.
My review would be that it's a good comic book movie, but I was disappointed and it was very predictable to me, so I didn't enjoy it very much. I like the first one better. The movie is directed by Joe and Anthony Russo, who have directed a lot of Community and You, Me, and Dupree. It stars Chris Evans as Captain America.
It does, and Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. We see her coming back.
Yes, we do. We also have Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. Also, we have Anthony Mackie playing Falcon, who did a great job. I thought he was just fine.
He was just fine.
Yeah,
He was
gripes.
really, really good.
He was good.
All throughout the movie, it stays pretty true to the source material, and I thought the casting was very well done as far as that goes. And before we move on from acting, I just want to say props to Scarlett Johansson, because up until now, all of her portrayals of Black Widow, I have not enjoyed. Not even a little bit. I felt like she was soft and cushy and pretty, and I didn't buy her as an action hero at all. And I wanted someone more like Kobe Smulders, who we see in this movie as well, because I believe it more when she's kicking the crap out of people. But I have to say, in this movie, for the first time, and I don't know if it's because Black Widow was written to have a few more dimensions and we get a little more of her backstory, but I believed her. I believe that she was a badass bitch.
The movie, as far as the plot synopsis goes, we have Captain America still adjusting to his new lifestyle in the future, and all sorts of crazy, secretive things are happening in the S.H.I.E.L.D. area.
Well, that's normal.
There's all
just
sorts
another
of mayhem.
day.
It's just another day for S.H.I.E.L.D. And we forgot to mention Robert Redford's in the movie, for God's sakes.
Robert Redford's amazing in this movie.
Robert Redford is in the movie, and he just classes up the joint in whatever damn movie he's in, because he's Robert frickin' Redford, that's why. We have all sorts of craziness going down in S.H.I.E.L.D., and Captain America and Black Widow have to figure out what's going on. Things are compromised. Who do we trust? Who's on the good side?
Who do we trust?
Who's on the bad side?
I don't know.
And it's just this spiraling sequence
tornado of suspense.
Yeah, well, yeah. More than anything, this is a well-made action movie. Like, more than anything, the action is what stands out in this film. The action sequences were freaking awesome, most notably a scene involving Nick Fury, which I won't get into.
All of the action sequences were very well done,
Yes.
Not really very CGI. It was a lot of really impressive stunt work. Paired with the fact that Cap doesn't have a ton of, like, crazy outlandish superpowers, it made the film look very real. And for that, I feel like the action sequences were incredibly well done.
Yeah, for a Captain America movie, you can expect a little bit more of a militaristic motif with the fighting and with as far as being grounded in reality.
Yeah, it was very believable, and it was very violent.
Yeah, pretty violent, man. A lot of people just straight up dying. With that said, as far as my feelings of the story goes, I feel like the story was definitely, it took a back seat to the action, which is fine, because these movies are essentially action movies, and they're essentially, you know, based off of kind of like a one-shot kind of comic, which is fine.
I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with you on that point. I think this was written incredibly well outside of the action. You know, a lot of times you go see an action movie and it's really stupid, cheesy jokes and characters you just don't give a rat's ass about. And this movie was the complete opposite of that for me. I thought the jokes were well timed. I thought they were funny. I thought they were tasteful, not meaning like no bad language, but I mean tasteful for where they were in the film. And I really cared about the characters. Like I said, I actually believed Scarlett Johansson, and I cared about her. And when people are getting hurt in these action sequences, I cared about them. And I left this movie feeling about Captain America the way that I wanted to feel about Superman after Man of Steel, and didn't. I feel like the writing really, really lent itself to the characters and the story. Well, I don't think it was just an action film.
That's where I disagree, because I feel like there was way too much predictable in this movie. Like, I could predict almost every major beat in the movie. Like, without going into spoiler territory, you can see pretty much the big reveals coming from a mile away, I feel like.
Now, had you read the comic books before?
No. I just feel like you know, these movies shouldn't just be fan service. They shouldn't just be for the people that love Captain America, love Marvel, love all the characters. It should also be for people that are casually into the Avengers, into these teams. And I feel like, you know, and maybe those people did enjoy the film for what it was, a good action movie.
I feel like this could suck new people into the Marvel universe maybe that weren't before.
I mean, overall though, I feel like these mini Avengers movies, like especially Thor, Captain America, for me personally, I feel like Thor and Captain America are personally the weaker characters of the Avengers. Dude, I would infinitely love an actually well done Hulk movie with the whole like psychosis with like Bruce Banner and Hulk, something really good.
Cap is an amazing character.
I mean, Captain's great. Don't get me wrong; they're good characters. They're just, I feel like, you know, in terms of my favorite Avengers, definitely not. They're in the end of the spectrum for me. Overall, I just felt like slightly too predictable. Great action sequences. But just kind of had me bored towards the end. I didn't feel like there were big stakes. There aren't going to be any major deaths in the movie. And when you see everyone fighting, you're like, these guys are going to come out unscathed, pretty much. You just know they are. They're major characters. It doesn't matter. Because of that said, I give the movie I give it 6 out of 10. And the reason why I give it 6 is because the action sequences alone kept me entertained throughout the entire movie.
My final thoughts on this film are that I absolutely loved it. I thought the action sequences were off the charts. I thought the humor was perfectly built in, and I really, really cared about the characters. Like, so much so that you're gonna laugh, but like I was almost brought to tears. The only critique I would have is that I really wanted to see more backstory between Cap and the Winter Soldier because there's so much there to draw from, but overall it was very true to the source material, and that's the only thing I'd say is wrong with it. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Whoa! So we're not the only ones that rated and gave this movie a score. IMDb gave it an 8.3
out of 10.
Out of 10.
And on Rotten Tomatoes right now, it's got an 88% from critics and a 94% from audience. So it's getting a really, really strong reaction.
Very nice. Very cool. So, guys, if you want to go out to the theater and see the movie, you know our opinions about it, go formulate your own. Thank you so much for watching the New Movie Thing show. We hope to see you guys next time. I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
I want to see Age of Ultron. I don't really want to see Guardians of the Galaxy now.
I'm so excited. Everyone stay after the credits.
Oh, yeah. Well,
stay after the credits.
Know.
Don't tell.
Well, I won't, but everyone should know there's always 2. There's always 2. There's one just before.
Don't watch the first one and then go.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people, in fact.
I know I did too.
I've seen it twice now, and both times people left after the first one. I was like.